but not sexual, can be vulnerable but not weak, can be strong but non-combatant. I think being a nude artist is having the bravery to exist despite the society dictates. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Pauline Faieff, never a model nor photographer. I'm a passionate artist who plays with creativity. Sometimes art director, sometimes my own muse. I draw my own vision about nudity, mixing femininity and sensuality. I collaborate with those who want to help me bring it to life. I started my nude artist journey in 2020. It was in a wild ocean, this picture right here, on my Caribbean island in Martinique. And from that day, I started to feel more confident, to have more self-esteem. I mean, it changed my life because I stepped out from my comfort zone and I was proud to do it. But also, you know, when you are naked, you can't pretend to be someone else. You just have to be yourself. You can't wear a mask anymore. And it makes me feel so free and so alive. It makes me also emancipate myself from the society rules and guidelines. So I could be whoever I wanted to be and not what everyone wants me to be. And so that's how I describe what is nude photography art for me. It's being sensual, vulnerable, and strong at the same time. I mean, for me, it was I found peace with sensuality, and it was not something so easy to do, but I wasn't feeling vulgar or sexual. Also, it was something really vulnerable. I mean, facing Mother Nature in the middle of the wild ocean, it was kind of impressive. But absolutely, I was absolutely not weak. And I started to post my photographs on social media, and I started facing prejudices and judgments. It was not so easy, of course, but I was strong enough to do it. Okay, but I didn't want to fight against community guidelines. I mean, we are all different. We will always face judgments, and it's okay. But why I'm sharing my art and my journey is because I want others to feel free with themselves and at least with their body. So today, I'm the curator of this amazing nude photography stage with amazing artists. And I'm really proud to be part of it because, you know, in traditional art, but also in NFTs, we don't speak about nudity. It's most of the time censored. And today, I want to bring it into the light because it's very important, because you don't know who we are and you don't know what we want to share through our art. So I want to change it today. And so today we are gonna debate about limits of nude art. You know, limits, it's something like humanity have always struggled with boundaries. And with nude art form, it's struggling with boundaries personal, societal, and also artistic. So it's not an easy way, but we will figure it out. I mean, A limit for someone can be a limitless zone for another one, and that's why it's always so complicated to determine them. So how can we do it? And I mean, what are yours? It's very different from a person to another. For me, my perception about limits, about boundary is very fluid. I mean, it's evolved with our life experiences. It's shape and reshape our understanding of existence. But there is one limit, a non-negotiable limit for me. It's to not have any disrespect to the other. And I think when you can just create without having any disrespect to others, it's just fine. You just have to accept that we all have different points of view and different visions about who we are, what is our body. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm a dreamer, but I believe that we can live all together, coexist harmoniously, if we just accept different points of views. I know it's different, the respect notion is different from societal, educational, or cultural backgrounds, and I agree with that. But it's the same with politics, it's the same with religions, but it's just fine to have different point of view. For me, actually, this diversity is the beauty of humanity. If we can share all together, I mean, we can create a beautiful world, but to do that, we have to be able to share our art, and that is not something so easy to do for us as nude artists because of censorship. Because, you know, we would like to share our art, but we have to struggle to so many censorship. And to explain to you what we are dealing with, I will do a little comparison. Okay, it's not the same, but I was thinking maybe it will make you smile. I think being a nude artist is like investing in meme counts. It's impossible to know if you still have phones or if you still be on the web the next day. Except for us, we didn't choose this volatility. So for us, it's very, very difficult. We all are artists, we want to make a living from our art, but in Web 2, they have decided that nude art goes against community guidelines. Okay, but how can we do it? I mean, it's complicated to show our art. It's been like 3 years since I started, and there is no one day, and I don't wake up being worried to see my social media being deleted, being removed. Actually, it's removed because they decided to sexualize my body. I didn't want it. I didn't feel it's fair. Yet, we have to deal with it. So, while the equality of women and men has been an ongoing debate for decades, while nude art has been in history from the beginning, while body is an art form, censoring is killing us. And maybe it's one of the reasons why nude neighborhood, our community, is a big community. because we found each other to support each other. And that's why I think Web3 and NFTs can help us. Actually, just like I said, it's a decentralized model, and it's cool, okay? But I think we will always have to struggle with limits and boundaries and community guidelines. But just like I said, we found a community, and that is priceless. In Web3, we found a community, and now we are not alone anymore. We can support each other, share our art, and that is something really important. Also, with NFTs, we are able to record our art on blockchain, and it's possible for the future generation to appreciate our art. That is something that was not possible before Web2, before NFTs, because it was always about censorship and what are the limits from another. Also with Web3, I think, maybe someone can help us with that, but I think we will be able to create a decentralized platform, and people will be able to appreciate our art without the fear to be removed. So if there is someone in the audience to create a new social media, please help us, because we have been struggling with a lot of censorship. Also, I think it's not just about talking about a new technology or being able to share on media or in Web3 in general. I think it's really important to know that with Web3, we will be able to create, to challenge the status quo, to pave the way for greater acceptance and perception of nude art photography. So I think it's just the beginning of a new era for creativity, acceptance, and perception about nude art. Thank you.